and we develop a groundbreaking prescription drug for fast and effective debridement. We utilize a proprietary proteolytic enzyme that selectively digests necrotic tissue and eschar, and that obviously paves the way for quick and complete wound healing. We are targeting all wound types. Our first ones to go are burn wounds, as well as chronic ulcers, pressure injury, and then later on diabetic foot ulcers and venous leg ulcers. As you can see on that picture, where we have our product against Centil, which is the current market leader, you can see how quickly we debride and clean a burn wound as opposed to the market leader. I forgot to mention that SERDA is actually a joint venture between Smith & Nephew and NLC, which is a European venture builder, and Smith & Nephew is one of the biggest global companies in wound care. 23 million wounds and ulcers are treated annually in US and Europe alone. 60% of those wounds that are treated show delayed healing and become chronic. 100% of those chronic wounds will require effective debridement. So the critical element of debridement is removal of eschar and biofilm. If we don't do that, then these wounds will fail to heal. They will take months to heal, if ever, lead to infections, hospitalization, amputation, and unfortunately, very often death. Just one statistic from the Ukraine war, 40% of the soldiers that are injured, and these injuries are otherwise non-life-threatening, will die because the wounds cannot be treated. Now, the wound debridement market is big, it's growing, and it's expected to reach $6.5 billion by 2029. Now, there are a range of product types and various debridement methods that are trying to debride the wounds, but they all demonstrate low therapeutic standard. So there is a clear unmet clinical need for an effective debridement agent. And we believe our product, SN514 Hydrogel, is exactly the product that can do that. We expect to capture 50% of the enzymatic debridement market, with an additional 10% take of the non-enzymatic segment. And these, combined with additional indications where we believe our product will work, such as reduction of scarring after plastic surgery, as well as treating these horrible autoimmune acne type conditions such as acne inversa or HS, this product has $1 billion potential. So where are we now and what have we achieved so far? So the preclinical development is completed. We have developed and fully characterized the final drug product form and formulation. We have successfully conducted a phase 1 safety and tolerability study, where the results, in fact, confirmed our best-in-class potential, where we see that the skin around the wound, the periwound skin protection, will unlikely be necessary in clinical use. And this is a major development because other competing debriders have to protect the healthy skin around the wound, otherwise they will just digest the healthy skin as well. We are actually conducting right now a phase 1B clinical study in patients with burn wounds in Texas, San Antonio, at the Institute of Surgical Research. This is actually a collaboration with the Department of Defense. DoD has given us a $2.5 million grant towards this study. Now, our collaboration with the DoD has been going on for a long while now, and it's not only for this clinical study, but we are working with them for a range of preclinical wound disease models, such as burn wounds, deep penetrating injury, and various infection wound models, where we believe our product can have a major impact. The regulatory path for our products is clear. So for acute burn indications, we have a very high potential for orphan designation and priority review. And all the chronic indications, including the first one, which is the pressure injury, the regulatory path is clear for us to pursue approval. We also have a comprehensive patent portfolio that protects our product. So if you look at the product profile of SN514 against the current marketed products as well as products in development, you can really understand what I mean when I talk about best-in-class potential. So first of all, the debridement speed is rapid, and this is, in fact, combined, as I mentioned with our clinical data, very low irritation potential, which is, again, is a major thing because all the other competitors that are claiming fast debridement are actually have very high irritation potential, as well as requiring, in some cases, general anesthesia to apply the product because it's so painful. The stability of our product is outstanding. Now, just to picture this, we have an active enzyme in a hydrogel matrix, and we already have 3 years stability at room temperature, and this is counting. Our product is stable at 40 degrees for over 3 months, and in fact, the product remains spreadable at -20 degrees. And the reason we did this is the Army asked us, can you actually check this, because we want to see whether this product could be applied in Arctic conditions, which is an interesting concept of fighting a war at the North or the South Pole. Now, our product is applicable to all wound types, and most importantly, this is the only option for all conditions, battlefield or natural disaster, field use, immediate use, where you do not need a skilled caregiver, nor do you need an operating room to apply the product. So let's say in a battlefield, if there is a soldier even can self-medicate himself or herself if they have one arm or one hand that they can use. Now, the comparator product is so unstable that it requires cold chain storage. It actually is formulated into 2 separate compartments that have to be mixed prior to use. And once you mix those 2 components, you actually have a 4-hour window to apply the product because it becomes unstable and essentially the product digests itself. So SERDA has a highly experienced management team, and with Dr. Slade, Dr. Jacobson, and Dr. Drace, I have the privilege of working with true industry, senior great people. They have 30 years plus experience, every single one of them. So they have been with the preclinical conception of this product, and they are supporting and working hard to get this product approved. We also have a stellar steering committee with Dr. Patel and Dr. Millenia. They are from Smith & Nephew, and they are providing great oversight and support for management to execute the business plan. So why are we here for? Well, it's not a surprise. We are here for money. We're raising 17 million to complete 2 phase 2 clinical programs, one in burn and one in pressure injury. Now, we believe once those programs are completed, the company will have reached a major value inflection point with a very high probability of an exit and an acquisition. I'm going to sort of get you to guess who the company might be that will acquire us. Now, if we don't want to be acquired at that stage, we can continue and raise additional capital, take our programs all the way to approval for burn, and then have additional pivotal data for chronic injury, chronic wounds and ulcers, with pressure injury being the leading candidate. And with that, I would like to thank you for your attention. Now, if you have any questions, you certainly do not have time to ask it now. So you can find me around today or just reach out. So thank you so much.